Hi, I'm Dr. Deva Khalsa, and welcome to Homeopathy for Pets Made Simple, Part 2. First of all, we're going to talk a little bit about how homeopathy works. Homeopathy is an energy medicine. It's FDA approved and it's available everywhere. But it's left the world of biochemistry and chemistry and biology, and it's entered the world of physics. It causes a particular resonance in an animal, a dog or cat, or your system, and the body uses that as a nudge to get healthy and better. Now, I'm simplifying this, and there's a wonderful long story that goes with homeopathy. But one of the tenets of homeopathy is that like cures like. Homeopathic remedies are chosen in accordance with how the patient experiences his illness. For instance, one person who has a cold may want everyone in the house in attendance and worrying about him, while another wants to be left alone to lie quietly in the dark. Each of these individuals would need a different remedy because they're experiencing their cold differently. Well, let's say your dog has arthritis and stiffness. Look it up in a book in homeopathy and you'll be given a choice of remedies. The specific way the problem presents in your dog will determine the remedy that you choose. For example, arthritis that has stiffness in dogs. Well, is your dog worse or better when he first gets up after resting? If he's better after resting, he might need the remedy bryonia. Because in bryonia, the symptoms are always better after one rests. I found that most dogs are stiff at first, but after walking a bit, they get less stiff after they move around. And oftentimes these same dogs are worse in cold, damp weather. Now, a dog who had arthritis with this presentation, well, the remedy for that dog would be rustoxadengen, which was made from, no, I'm not kidding, rustox, as it's commonly known. It's much cheaper than non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, less dangerous, and much safer to use. And here's how you'd give it. You'd put a few pellets to melt in your dog's cheek pouch about 3 times a day and watch him over the next week, noting changes in his condition. If he's better, you've got the right remedy, and if there's no change, there's no harm done. Go back and do a little more reading if there's no change in your handy books on homeopathy, and when you have the right remedy, you'll know this because the improvement will occur, and then you give it as needed. You may want to go out and purchase these remedies to have on hand in case the need arises. If you choose to purchase one at a time, just keep them in a box, and before you know it, you'll have a kit of remedies to use at home. Well, let's talk about 10 handy remedies. The first one is Apis mellifica, which is great for bee and other insect bites. You can give it every 20 minutes after a bee sting. Apis mellifica is made from honeybees, and it's spelled A-P-I-S. You can find it right in the health food store. And again, that shows you the concept of like cures like. Another remedy is arnica. And arnica is a great remedy to use for stiffness due to overexertion, soreness, and any kind of musculoskeletal injury. There's a remedy called Arsenicum album, and it's usually known as Ars-Alb, A-R-S-A-L-B. And this is great for GI upsets from eating bad food, such as when your dog gets into the garbage or where he eats some sort of rotten dead animal that's been left outside. And usually in these cases, there's both vomiting and diarrhea, and if you give it twice an hour for a few hours, it may help a lot. Borax as the remedy, and not as the cleansing powder, but borax as a homeopathic remedy, is excellent in dogs who have fear of thunderstorms and fireworks. You can give this twice a day for a month during thunderstorm season, or a few times during that day before the storm. Calendula is another wonderful homeopathic remedy made from marigolds. And it can be used topically as an ointment or a cream on scrapes and bruises, and it can be used as a homeopathic remedy by putting it in your dog's lip pouch. And that will be 2 different forms that you buy. But it's great for skin infections of any kind or any kind of external infection. It's a remarkable healing agent, and a tube of the ointment should always be on hand for topical scrapes, infections, or wounds. Another remedy is called Hepar sulf, and that's H-E-P-A-R-S-U-L-P-H, and it's wonderful to treat painful abscesses anywhere on the body. This can be really handy for cats that get into fights a lot. Hypericum is a remedy that's an excellent remedy to give when the ends of nerves are damaged. Like, let's say you cut your dog's nails and they're cut too short and his feet are bothering him. You could give him the remedy Hypericum, and it's spelled H-Y-P-E-R-I-C-U-M. Rustox is another remedy that's great for arthritis that's better after moving around. It's good for general musculoskeletal injuries, red swollen eyes, and skin infections and itching. It's actually made from poison ivy. But, just as we said before, as poison ivy would make you itchy, the homeopathic remedy Rustox will stop that itching. It's great for rashes and itchy rashes. Ruta is another homeopathic remedy spelled R-U-T-A. That's a fantastic remedy for any injury to the tendons or ligaments. And this remedy is really great for when your dog injures his knee. It's a wonderful remedy. You would use it immediately after any knee injury. Silica is the last handy remedy that I'm going to tell you about, and it's spelled S-I-L-I-C-E-A, and it pushes grass-ons and foreign bodies like splinters out of the skin. This is great in case your dog gets a splinter or something in his toe. You can give this and it'll push it right out. These remedies, as I said, are available at health food stores, online. They're all over the place, and it's time that you start using them. They're fun. They work well. They put you more in control of your pet's health. At my blog, dogandcatsvitamins.com, there's tons of handy tips for you to use in treating your dogs and cats, and lots about keeping your animals healthier. I look forward to seeing you there.